Alright guys, welcome back. Jared at 3C's Recreation. This is our first 2026 ZForce model to show up. We had like 20 some CF Motos, 2026s roll in just the other day, so we're starting to get them uncrated. And I like this. This is the new Granite Ridge color. We do well with this sport model. We actually just sold a 2025 leftover yesterday, and the 26s are coming out today. So in this video, we do have a few extras. We got some nerf bars on this thing, and we did the rear bumper. So I don't want you guys to be in the showroom shopping and think that those two accessories come stock, because they don't. We added those already. Usually we do protection stuff. Musty, we didn't have the front bumper in stock, otherwise we probably would have thrown that on the front of there as well. So that is the stock front bumper. I thought it'd be cool to give you guys a walk around. There's a couple things that we noticed that are different from last year, and so let's jump into it. We'll kind of start up here in the front with CF Moto. It's a known thing forever now. You get winches with pretty much everything except the smallest ATV. So every ZForce is going to come with a winch. This happens to be the 3,500 pound with the synthetic rope with a cool winch hook on it. It's pretty awesome. Dual A-arm suspension in the front with 12 inches of ground clearance. Full skid plate. These have the piggyback shocks with the clicker adjustment for the compression, which is awesome. So you guys get a ton of adjustability. 27-inch stag tires on this thing. B-lock rims. They did I like the color scheme this year. They got the red B-lock there, and then you asked for the first time ever, these are all new seats this year. It's one of the things. It's got some cool stitching. It's pretty sweet. I like that. Little interior touches. And then this is the 60-inch wide model because it's the sport, right? They make a 950 trail as well. And so these have the fender flares, the sport models do, because we've got the stance is out. It's 10 inches wider than the trail models. So we have the fender flares to help keep the mud from coming up inside the cab, front and rear. Here's the look of that back of that suspension. Again, you got your compression clicker there. Easy to get to that drive belt. Look at that. There's not a single thing in the way of getting to any of those bolts. You can pull that cover clean off. CF Moto gives you all the grease fittings like that we're always looking for. And even on the outsides, can't really see them because they're down low, but there's grease fittings there as well. And the sport model is cool because it comes with this rear storage trunk, and you can add this cover to like the trail model. So if you're like, man, I really like this, but I want the narrower model, you can still buy this. It's an accessory. You can take it off too. It's only like 15 bolts around the outside, and you can take this top off. And but it's cool because when you're trail riding, it gives you all this dry storage in here, and they come with a nice little mat too. So like that's the normal base, and then this is like a nice mat that sits down in there. You got the hook, so if you want to put a cooler in here inside and keep it down nice and tight, you can secure it. It's got like the bead to kind of help keep water out. It is pretty well watertight, except maybe up from the bottom of the box. There could be a couple holes in the bottom of that bed, so it's not like submergible. Reverse lights, which is cool. And then this model comes with the poly roof, and it comes with the half doors. Those things are all included, so you're not paying extra for the half door. The roof is always a must, right? Everybody buys roofs. And then we have the spot here for the rear window. It's all like the roll cages on the CF Motos are all designed for things to fit into them. And then you can also click a front window in. So the one that left yesterday, we did front and rear window. They click in easy. And then on the inside of this, well, I mean, like right here is the gas. I'll show you that. So that should take care of the most of the outside. I love the look of that. Pretty sweet looking machine. And then on the inside, we've got the new seats. They look a little bit wider at the bottom, which is pretty cool. And then they really grab you. It's like a good feel. And so that's like the biggest thing, right? People are coming in like, well, why do I buy a ZForce versus a UForce? And the UForce is the utility version. I was looking for one, but we just sold the one that was sitting there side of those dirt bikes. Utility is a more of a bench seat, and it's a straight L. So it's like easy for getting in and out of. You don't really want to trail ride a UForce all day long. It's way more comfortable to be in these bucket seats. So for the passenger, we have these easy to adjust to grab handle. So everybody's different height, different expectations of where they want that handle. You can pull it all the way out, and it's just these little locks that lock it back in. So no tools, and the locks keep it from vibrating, so it's never going to vibrate on you. And I do like this model because there's a ton of deep storage. So that bin goes all the way down to there. So it's a super steep or super deep storage. What do we even have in there? That one's got the toolkit and the funnel. So they give you a toolkit and a funnel with this. Now a lot of these we put the audio kits in, and that's kind of where this whole thing would come out, and it's like a total huge screen, touch screen, and you got audio. You can do Stage 1, which is speakers down there. Stage 2 would add speakers up here. They make storage bags for the top of the roof here, which is cool. And then we got storage on the driver's side as well. So, and this one is where your USB port is. You can see it down in there. There's our USB. It's USB-C and standard USB, so the new cell phone chargers. And then it does have the winch controller, and it's already plugged into its spot. So what's cool about the USB inside of that compartment is that you can put your phone in like a microfiber and charge it inside of there, and it's not going to get dirty or wet. So I like that it's in there. And then standard 12 volt is out here. You got the cup holders down below. You got the e-brake. And then you got your gear selector, so normal stuff, low, high, neutral, reverse, and park. So that makes it easy. Now the driver's seat is adjustable forward and back, and so is the steering wheel. We can tilt this up or down. If I could get trying to do one hand with it. So I just tipped it down. I kind of wanted to show how this works. So anywhere I stop that lever, it's going to stop the steering wheel. So infinite positions on that. And then these are new rocker switches this year. All new look to them anyway. Sport and normal. So sport's way spunkier. Normal is if you're trying to load it on the trailer. Takes away some of that hit, so it's easier to drive, maybe in the garage or something. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and then four-wheel diff lock. The diff lock is when that little X there is highlighted. That means we're in diff lock mode. New display this year, which might be hard with the lighting outside. All new look to it. It's kind of cool. I think it's sweet. I mean, it still tells you the same basic stuff like speed, miles, odometer, battery voltage. It's not super exciting. It's just a display, but it's an all new look. And then behind the seats is where all of your maintenance stuff is, so it's easy. So if I just pop this bottom, if it's the same as last year, and it is, ooh, I might need to move the seat. Because behind here is your air filter cage. Air filter housing is literally right there. No tools needed to get to it. And the best way to get to that, though, is to actually take the seat out. And I didn't take the seat out. I was just trying to do it simply. Okay, I figured I better show you all this because it's like, why would you watch Jared's video? Because we show you everything. So air filter housing is right here. I removed this box, or this lid again. And so air filter housing, super easy to get to. And all I did was I tipped the seat forward on this. I like undid the seat and rocked it forward. And then over here, there's your battery. That's how easy the battery is to get to. And then behind this panel, on that side, you got your fuse panel and your computer dealer plug-in right there. So all your electronics are nice high and dry. Big ports for water to go out, so no moisture should build up around that. And then this is that front of that motor bin that might as well show you guys because it's what we do. And now I can't get the phone down in there with a gimbal on it. But anyway, that is the front of the motor. Super easy to get to for service. Let's see if I can pan down here. So CFMoto did a really good job with all the service stuff on this model. That's one of the reasons why we sell so many. So let's put this back together and then we'll start it. Cab's all back together, and I don't know if I gotta put my foot on the brake to start this one. No, I don't. I like the look of that display. It's kind of cool. I like the font they use. Kind of, well, maybe the lighting's better up there. Who knows? 83 horsepower V-twin. 950 has been a really good motor for us. It's been 5 years now in some sort of variation with that motor. LED lights in the front. So I am not going to drive this around, and the main reason is we carried it over here with our telehandler. You can see the marks on the skid steer on the crate because our driveway is so dusty because we're doing all this construction right now. We're adding on to the whole side of the building right here. It's so sick. And then off the back we're doing another 48 feet off the back as well. So tons of dust right now, and it's embarrassing. I don't want that thing dusty. It's going straight inside the showroom. So this was Jared at 3 Seas Recreation. We're right off I-86 right here in New York. If you guys want a new machine, we'd love to be your dealer. We're a family shop. There's no prep fees. There's no orientation, no documentation. Just machine, freight, and sales tax. We keep it very simple. So enjoy the ride. We'll see you on the trail.